Hello guys, Subhash from ZettaHub, and wwdc is around the corner. And no, I'm not going to do a recap which I made last year. I learned my decision to not to follow the crowd to get recognition, which I didn't get any. Almost all the YouTubers made a wwdc recap video last year, and people were just not interested in a 25-year-old with 30 plus subscribers screaming in a dark room without microphone. So I decided not to do a video this year. But if you're a die-hard fan of mine, if you want to know the recap from my perspective, do let me know in the comments below. I will gladly give you the link to many other better YouTubers than me for you to watch it. So WWDC is around the corner, which means it's June, almost half a year gone without doing anything. So if you're in the market to buy all these Apple products which I wanted to list, I suggest you to wait for a few more months to get it cheaper or to get the latest ones. Without further ado, first in the list is obviously, as you guys guessed it, it's the iPod. Well, that's anticlimactic. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's the iPhone 11 series. If you're in the market to buy an iPhone currently, I suggest you to wait for a few more months to get your hands on the new upcoming iPhone 12, which is going to be a super cycle refresh from Apple. If you guys didn't know much about the upcoming iPhone 12, I suggest you to go and watch this video of John Prosser. Link will be in the description. He posted all the things that will come with the upcoming iPhone 12 and basically spoiled the entire September Apple event. Based on the rumors and what he's saying, it's a very good phone for the price you are paying. So just wait for a few more months and don't buy now and regret later. But if you are desperate to buy a phone right now, buy some cheap knockoff phones. Or if you really want Apple, go for the iPhone SE. It has the same internal as the iPhone 11, but with the cheaper price point. Buy the iPhone SE, and once the 12 comes out, give your iPhone SE to your parents and get the 12. Other than that, use your current phone, and after 3 months, change to iPhone 12. Okay, the next thing in the list is Apple Watch. Apple Watch Series 5 was released with iPhone 11 series on September last year, which means more months has passed compared to the months that are remaining to get yourself the latest Apple Watch Series 6 from Apple. Well, currently there are not much rumors with Apple Watch Series 6. The only rumor I can think of is longer battery life and maybe sleep tracking. But if you can wait from September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, 10 months, I think you can wait another 3 more months to get yourself a brand new updated Apple Watch. The next on the list, okay, this may be controversial for most of the people and also our channel co-partner Vinesh. It's the 2020 iPad Pro series. Well, it was recently announced on March, I guess. Well, it's just the same processor with extra core unlocked and renamed as A13Z with 2GB of additional RAM and a LiDAR sensor. Well, if you want to enjoy a 6GB RAM on iPad, just go for a 1TB 2018 iPad Pro model. It rocks with the same 6GB of RAM of what the 2020 iPad Pro version has. So basically it's almost the same. Save some money and get the refurbished 2018 iPad Pro series. And fun fact, the Magic Keyboard, which was released with the 2020 iPad Pro series, can and will support the 2018 iPad Pro. So yeah, you get my point. Or you guys can wait for the upcoming mini LED iPad with A14X chip, which is rumored to release on late this year or early next year. If you guys saying that the current iPad Pro was updated on March this year and there is no way Apple gonna update another iPad on the same year, well, that's where you are wrong. In 2019 March, Apple updated their 15-inch MacBook Pro with updated processor of 9th generation Intel Core i9. And I brought it thinking there's no way Apple gonna update another MacBook Pro on the same year itself. Guess what happened? 16-inch MacBook Pro dropped and I'm currently stuck with the 15-inch MacBook Pro. Compared to others on this list, for this iPad, I'm gonna be lenient. If you really want the LiDAR sensor, buy this iPad Pro 2020. It does come cheaper compared to the entry-level price of the 2018 iPad Pro. But if it's not essential, do not buy it. Okay, moving on. Mac Mini. Why is it still there? It's overpriced, it's outdated, it needs to refresh very badly, which we might see on the end of this year perhaps. Well, why does anyone bother actually? If you want a Mac desktop, get an iMac. It has all-in-one monitor with great specs and slightly expensive price point. Or if you want portable, you can just go for the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Speaking of MacBook Pro, I suggest you guys to avoid buying the new 16-inch MacBook Pro. Since October is right around the corner and we might see an updated 16-inch MacBook Pro, well, there are less rumors to prove that due to this pandemic, but the processor inside the MacBook Pro is outdated and needed refresh. So I suggest you to keep hold what you're having currently until October or November. But if you really want a MacBook Pro, currently go to the refurbished store on Apple website and get one. not much different actually. Last but not least is the Apple TV 4K. Yes, I know the demographic of people using Apple TV is way less compared to the Android TV, but I own one in my house and it's way better than Android TV which I used for past 4 years. Silky smooth interface and very convenient for those people who are in the Apple ecosystem, but there are only two downsides. One is the Apple TV remote. The second one, Apple TV isn't catered for those people who are staying in the Southeast Asia region. And I do hope Apple knows there are people buying the Apple TV outside of the United States. Most of the channels and apps inside the Apple TV is primarily catered for those people who are living inside the United States. Well, speaking of Apple TV, you should avoid buying it currently. And John Prosser tweeted earlier stating that the new Apple TV with updated internals and capacity is imminent. So if you are in the market to buy an Apple TV, I suggest you to wait for a few more weeks to get yourself a new Apple TV 4K. Well, these are my few products you should avoid buying in June 2020. Well, I wanted to add AirPods Pro inside of it, but I realized whether it's June 2020 or July 2020, you should avoid buying it completely until Apple fixes all those issues inside it. Well, I made a separate video of that. Do check it out, link in the description below. So yeah, do get yourself updated on the latest news and rumors, and don't be that guy who always regrets buying a product and a week later it gets refreshed into a new product. There are people out there buying last year's iPhone on September of this year and commenting on social media stating that, dang, I just bought an iPhone XS Max last week and Apple updated iPhone 11 Pro this week. I see you people everywhere. Avoid being that person. As usual, if you found this video helpful, like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.